Hello Virgo, here's your weekly horoscope for March 21 to March 27th. Well, the most exciting news this week is we're now into spring. We can leave winter behind. And Virgo, you are a sign of autumn, but you often are very much attached to nature, being an earth sign. So the ability to get outdoors and exercise outdoors and just breathe some fresh air and be around nature probably is going to be making you a lot happier. That is, if you're not working too hard. And I gotta tell you, this is not, well, you may have to work hard this week, but I'm a little bit concerned that you are working too hard this week, or you have been working too hard. And this week, when we have Mercury in your opposite sign, Pisces, in square to Mars in Gemini, oh boy, that can create a lot of issues potentially for your sign this week. So let's get into that, and maybe I can offer some advice on how to deal with things. Well, first of all, the Mercury-Mars square in any mutable signs, but in particular, as I described this week, not so great for Virgo because it may be bringing conflict and disagreement to your doorstep. Either at work or at home, I'm not sure, but somewhere in your very important relationships, you may find that people have crossed boundaries, or you're the one crossing boundaries, and that's going to create some conflicts and disagreements. Mercury in Pisces tends to allow everyone to verbalize feelings, often the deepest feelings that we've been holding on to, holding back, festering. And Virgo, you are one of those signs that you don't express your feelings very easily. You tend to be more logical and practical and at times critical, but you're not always good at expressing your feelings very well. And unfortunately, when Mars in Gemini, which is a bit of a weird, erratic Mars placement, comes along and then kind of fires this up even further, oh boy, either you're exploding at somebody or somebody else is, or you're just having a meltdown. Potentially. May not happen, but disagreements and conflict and this kind of energy is around you this week. So I'm just trying to make you aware of it. As well, we have the moon starting out the week in Gemini and ending up the week in your sign. So the moon placements as well are aspecting this Mercury-Mars square that I see, and a few other things going on in the horoscope. I mean, ultimately, the good news in all of this is a lot of stuff is going to get off your chest. There's a lot of issues or problems, perhaps, that you have not discussed with people. Just remember, there's a whole potential here for a lot of irritability and hollering and conflict and fights. That doesn't have to be if you sit down and calmly, be your logical, practical side, sit down and calmly discuss these things. Now, it could be the other person is the one being emotional, not you, and you have to deal with that. Then try to calm them down. I should say this week is a great week. If you haven't already, you need to learn to communicate better with the people closest to you. Now, having said that, we have Mars in Gemini trining Saturn in Aquarius. That's a very good aspect for responsibility, discipline, self-accountability. So with Jupiter in Aquarius in very soft aspect to Neptune and Pisces as well, things may not be as bad as I just described. There is a lot of opportunity for you to defray some of this conflict and confrontation by enjoying your artistry and the things that make you feel good. So good luck with that.